Look at 2 Peter, the second chapter, and we're going to read the 20th verse. Listen to this. You're going to go backwards. After you most of them called you into this marvelous light, he said, for if, after they have escaped the pollutions of the world, through the knowledge of our power and Savior, Mashiach Yahushua, they are again entangled therein, going backwards, going back to the churches, going back to religion, which comes from a Latin word religio, meaning to hold back, keep down, restrain. You're going back to that? Because you don't have anywhere else to go. It says, for if, after they have escaped the pollutions of the world, through the knowledge of our power and Savior, Mashiach Yahushua, who said in Matthew 15:24, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. In St. John 4:22, ye worship you know not what? We know we worship for salvation is of the Jews. And you went back to being a Gentile. Because you ain't going to church talking about you know Israelite. When they're telling everybody they're Gentiles, you ain't going against the grain. You right there with the grain. No matter how you look at it. That's why I say, for if, after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of our power, Mashiach Yahushua as Savior, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. All them that was introduced to this truth and go back out there, wherever they go, you say the latter end of you is worse than the beginning. It said, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, to show them the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and had a faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, to know him in truth, though, and not in a lie, as they teach you in religions. Then, after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. That's what it says. What happens? This is what happens. Matthew 12. Go to Matthew the 12th chapter. This is what happens to those. That's why it's so hard for them to hear and understand this and see this. Matthew the 12th chapter. Come on, go with me. Matthew the 12th chapter. And we're going to look at the 43rd verse. Matthew 12 and 43. This is what happened to us. The Most High thought enough to bring you out of this gross darkness of this world, to bring you into his marvelous light, showing you his rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, and commandments. And you go back out into the world, go back to religion. This is what he said. This is what he said. Matthew 12 and 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places and seeketh rest and findeth none. Then he said, you're looking for a place to go. Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. So when you came into the truth, that's what it says in St. John 15 and 3. Hold that. You hold in 2 Peter's second chapter also. St. John 15 and 3. We're going to get some understanding here. St. John 15 and 3. Now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. You clean up through this word. Now going back to Matthew 12 and 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest and findeth none. Then he said, I will return to my house, that body from whence I came out. I will go back to that body which I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept and garnished, ain't nothing there. All that you have received of the Most High, he took it all away. Then goeth he and take it with himself, this unclean spirit of excuse me, and the last state of that man is worse than the first. So I said, it's better for you, most I not even call you in it. To call you in here, you go back out there or try and find some other way than this. That's why he said, in the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. And we in the last wicked generation that the Most High have put on this earth. We in it, we right now. Going back to 2 Peter 2 and 20. For if, after they have escaped the pollution of the world through the knowledge of the power and Savior of Mashiach Yahushua, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning, because this unclean spirit that came out of them will get a complete number of spirits to destroy them, no matter how many it takes. Remember, Legion was 2,000 spirits. So however many it takes to destroy you, that's what they're going to do. And it says, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, better not to have known the laws of the Most High, the faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them, according to the true proverb, the dog has turned to his own vomit again. And the soul that was washed to her waddling in the mud. He says a female pig, her waddling in the mud. Nasty, sloppy pig, filthy, nasty. That's how the Most High think of it. It doesn't look like a pig waddling in the slop. Woo. It's bad. That's bad, people. That's why we got to come up and look at this and walk in righteousness and not be